Question number 2. The given specimen is Solanum nigrum. Androecium. Androecium is the male reproductive part of a flower, which consists of one or more stamens. Each stamen typically consists of a filament and an anther, with the anther containing the pollen grains that are necessary for fertilization. The androecium is responsible for producing and dispersing the male gametes, which are necessary for sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Calyx. Calyx and corolla are parts of a flower. Calyx refers to the outermost whorl of a flower, which is typically green and consists of sepals. Sepals are modified leaves that protect the flower bud before it blooms. Floral formula. Floral formula is a shorthand notation used to represent the structure of a flower. It consists of a series of symbols and numbers that represent the number of floral parts in each whorl, as well as their arrangement. The formula typically starts with the number of sepals, followed by the number of petals, then the number of stamens, and finally the number of carpels. For example, the flower with 5 sepals, 5 petals, 10 stamens, and 1 carpel. Floral formula would be K5, C5, A10, G1. Incomplete flower. An incomplete flower is a flower that lacks one or more of the 4 main floral organs: sepals, petals, stamens, and pistils. In other words, it is missing one or more of these structures. For example, a flower without petals would be considered incomplete. Incomplete flowers often rely on other flowers for pollination and reproduction. Question number 3. The given specimen is pectoral girdle of frog. Question number 4. A. Volvox. B. Transverse section of stomach. C. Transverse section of skeletal muscle. D. Brittle star. E. Tortoise. A. Important characters of Volvox. 1. It is unicellular. Individual lives in colonial form. Single Volvox cell is ellipsoid, hollow, having mucilage layer at outer boundary. 2. It has a pair of flagella at its anterior side. Contractile vacuoles are also present at the base of flagella. B. Important characters of transverse section of stomach. 1. 3 layers are formed, which are mucosa, submucosa and muscular layer of cells. Pear-shaped parietal cells are visible. 2. Peptic cells from deeper lining of the gastric glands. C. Important characters of transverse section of skeletal muscle. 1. These muscles are striated. They have regular stripes for striation. 2. These muscle cells are multinucleated. D. Phylum of brittle stars. Brittle stars belong to the phylum Echinodermata, which is characterized by their spiny skin and radial symmetry. Within this phylum, brittle stars are classified in the class Ophiuroideae, which also includes basket stars and serpent stars. E. Class of tortoise. Tortoises belong to the class Reptilia, which includes reptiles. They are characterized by their hard protective shells, slow movement, and cold-blooded nature.